Hi guys, I am back. I am back. This is Caramel Real, guys. We are back for another live with some more tea. Thank you, my fans, for joining me. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out of your day to come on over to the Caramel Real Show and see what kind of tea we have for you guys. Which you guys know is always some good tea. It's a good sip over here, honey. Yes. Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you have not. Also, go ahead and hit that like button as well as the notification bell, guys, so that you can be notified when we release new material, which is all the time. I try to hit you guys with a few cups of tea per day so that you guys can stay in the know because it's always something going on. And Caramel Real Honey keeps her ears to the street so that she can bring you guys that good old sipping tea, honey. Yes. Now, today we will be talking about, if you guys have already seen it in the news, I said I'm going to go ahead and cover it, because I know everybody wants to know what's going on. Maybe you don't, but we're going to talk about it anyway. For those of you who do. Now, everybody knows who Erica Mena and Safaree is, guys. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, you are no stranger to controversy with the two of them and their mess, honey, back and forth. I'm so sick of these two, honey. And as you know, Love and Hip Hop is about to come back. So, of course, the drama is ensuing between the two of them. And I'm sick of them. I am sick of them. They are in the news. Erica Mena is in her feelings because Safaree has moved on with a new girl who he apparently moved on with while she was pregnant with their last child, which was a son. They showed her on TV. She was in the hospital. He was nowhere to be found. He was in Miami with this new girl. He was tired, sick and tired, he said, of arguing back and forth with Erica Mena, honey, because she was doing the absolute most and trying to keep their daughter from him because she was in her feelings, which I can see her doing that because she's petty as hell like that. All right. So now let's get into it. It says that Erica Mena calls Safaree's new girlfriend, Kimbella Matos, a prostitute. Child, let's get into this. It says Erica Mena and Safaree's alleged new girlfriend, Kimbella, are locked in a back and forth on IG, guys. It says Kimbella Matos, who is dating Love and Hip Hop star Safaree Samuels, is hitting back at ex-wife Erica Mena, who called out her husband for telling their family business to a prostitute. She's calling this girl prostitute. It says while Erica did not initially name anyone, Kimbella Matos, who is publicly dating Safaree, called out Erica Mena and even spilled tea on the fellow Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star cast member. Okay. It says on Instagram stories on this past Tuesday, Kimbella Matos shared a direct post to Erica Mena, who she accused of selling her body to an unnamed New York soccer player. Yeah. It says that Erica initially accused Safaree of bad-mouthing her to Kimbella, but she didn't call the model's name. Okay. She was subliminally putting stuff out there, and Kimbella picked up on it and checked her ass. All right. It says that talking crazy about your baby mother to your prostitute, but you don't even know your kid's sizes is a weird flex to me. This is what Erica Mena is saying to Safaree. It says, be safe, though, she wrote on Twitter. All right. It says the tweet provoked a response from Kimbella, which is the new girlfriend, who called out Erica for constantly speaking to her. And it says, it's funny how this is what Kimbella is saying to Erica Mena. It says, it's so funny how I never mention your stupid, uneducated ass in a good or bad way because we are both grown and on two different levels mentally, but money couldn't buy you a new twat. All right. Could it? This is what she's saying to Erica Mena. And she put that on Instagram, guys. It says, keep my name out of your mouth for someone who's consistently calling other women prostitutes. Meanwhile, you have slept with the whole industry for free and dogged out. And you've been dogged out. And was recently selling your twat to a whole soccer player in New York City. And you want to discuss prostitution? This is what the new girlfriend is saying to Erica Mena. All right. It says she also accused Erica of being jealous of her. It says that jealousy is a serious disease. Kisses, she said, kisses and get well soon, hun. This is what she's saying to Erica Mena. She ended her message and took the jabs at Erica for how her marriage ended with Safaree. Erica and Safaree got married, as you guys know, in 2019, which I don't think they should have ever done that because the two of them are toxic. They were fighting prior to even getting married. So why they decided to get married, I do not. I thought it was for TV and for TV ratings, but honey, they tried to make it work and it was toxic, as all of her relationships have been. And I'll get into that later. let's finish this right here. All right. It says the issues continued after they had a daughter, as Safaree said that he did not want another child, and Erica Mena accused him of cheating on her. They now have two children, Safaree, which is 3 years old, and Legend, which is 1 year old. All right, so as for Kimbella, which is the new girlfriend, Erica Mena has named the model as the woman who was who was who was in the middle of her marriage last year with Safaree. In the middle of her pregnancy with Legend, which is her 1 year old son, she has said that Safaree allegedly cheated on her with Matos, which is Kimbella, okay, and was out gallivanting while she was pregnant. All right, so in the meantime, Erica also responded to Matos, the new girlfriend, all right, telling her that she is not the only prostitute that Safaree has put before her kids. It says in a lengthy post, she accused Kimbella Matos of selling her body to get cosmetic surgery, and that she claimed that Matos is a child to whom she agreed to lend help through her friends to clear up her credit score after Safaree asked her for help. It says, how is it that you know so much about my whereabouts, Kimbella? It says, stalking me must be very exhausting, especially since I actually work and don't have to beg to get my bills paid for. All right. It says, yes, Safaree says that about you too. So it says, she said that Safaree is coming back telling her stuff about the new girlfriend. I was like, Lord Jesus, these two are super, 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 super. They are super, super immature, guys. Like, honey, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Safaree is for them streets, honey, and you already knew that. You already knew Safaree was about them streets, honey, when you met him. Okay. So, I'm not even going to go into all these tweets, honey, but it says that Erica Mena is pretty much saying that this new Kimbella chick, honey, has been selling her body since she was 16. And she's mad that she done went out here and got all this surgery, honey. And then got to come up and then got with Safaree. And now Erica's in her feelings. As you know, Erica last season was crying about Kimbella, honey, being with Safaree. And this is the girl that allegedly, she's saying it broke them up. You know, I'm just like, child. So Erica Mena wrote to her saying, let me mention you now. It says, since this is what you've clearly been waiting for, you are not the only prostitute Safaree has put before his kids. Sorry to break it to you. You're so desperate for attention that you right away assume that it was about you I was referring to. It says, poor thing, you are a child and you have absolutely nothing to show for yourself, which is why I allow Safaree to use my people to help you get your credit together. She says, now thank me. I actually feel sorry for you because I know you are getting beyond dragged by a straight up narcissist. She's calling Safaree a narcissist, which we all know he is. All right. The proof is in the long chapter book you write about me with all the lies and deadbeats. Okay. With this deadbeat, she says, isn't he worse than a girl? She says, LOL, be honest with yourself. And since you want to be bringing up the subject of prostitution, you might want to refrain from this topic because that's what you've been always known for. It says that you've been selling your body since 16, all right, just so that you can get your body to look like it looks now. It says, which is very disgusting, by the way. This is what Erica Mena is saying to the new girlfriend. She says, well, at least that's what Safaree says. She's so damn messy. She says, I am so uneducated on you. But here you are thinking you're so educated on me. She says, how is it that you know so much about my whereabouts, Kimbella? Stalking me must be very exhausting, especially since I actually work and don't have to beg anyone to pay my bills. She says, yes, Safaree says that about you too. Here's some grown woman advice. If he's talking about his baby mama, can you imagine what he is saying about you? She says, shaking my head, worried about my cat. Don't forget how many times you tasted it. This is what Erica Mena is saying to the new girl. Child. It says, yes, you was the desperate one that was sending shots to a weak married man. And since you bring up the topic, the only reason why my marriage didn't last is because I refused to stay with a man who has a bad sex addiction. She says, enjoy his sick in the head ass, and that you're full of it, and that's how he likes them apparently. She says, if you want to talk about what money can't buy, for you it's your own identity. She said, you will always be known as the Walmart botched body. Oh my God, y'all. She is reading. She is reading. She said, you'll be always known as the Walmart botched body. Erica Mena, best wishes. I'm sorry, guys. I can't even talk today. To you, because Safaree is going to have a field day with you messing up your head. This is what she is saying. It says you're already extremely insecure, so you might want to go ahead and start getting therapy now. All right? Ciao. The two of them, honey. Ooh. The two of them. The two of them. So, of course, Kimbella, the new girlfriend, has hit back and says, it's so funny how I never mentioned your stupid ass. Okay. And she's pretty much saying to her, keep my name out of your mouth. And for someone who is consistently calling other women prostitutes, meanwhile, you've slept with, the whole industry. That's pretty much what she's calling her out about, telling Erica Mena she slept with the whole industry, which we know Erica Mena has been with quite a few people. And all of her relationships, guys, have ended in some type of violent behavior. If you watch Erica Mena, guys, on Love and Hip Hop and on any other show that she's been on, she is very controversial, guys. She's always up in somebody's face. She's always yelling at somebody with this vein popping out in the middle of her forehead, going off on folk, trying to fight people. She is always in some mess. And Safaree was just like, I'm so sick of this shit. Like, I'm out of here. I'm tired of this. Now, granted, it was wrong for him to walk away and leave her while she was pregnant with their last son. He didn't even come to the hospital, guys, while she was pregnant and had the baby. It was a mess. It was a mess. He was in Miami, like they said, gallivanting with this new girl. Okay. And if you look at her, you can tell she's had a lot of work done to her body and to her face. She's a pretty girl, but she's had a lot of work done to her body, guys. She looks very manufactured, like very, 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 very. But then again, so has Erica Mena. You can look at her and tell she's had some stuff done. She's had a BBL. Okay. She's had some stuff done to her breast. She's had some, probably some tummy tucks and some lipo and all this other stuff done. Now, if you go back and look at Erica Mena when she first came out on the scene, honey, she was in the Bobby Valentino video. And yes, I did my homework on this. She first appeared on the scene in the Bobby Valentino video, the slow down video where she's walking on the sidewalk, honey. She didn't have no hips. She didn't have no butt. She didn't have none of that. She was flat chested. She had a boy body. Okay. And as she started to appear in more and more videos, and then when she got on, more and more things, then she started using that money towards getting her body done, which is the same thing that she's trying to talk trash to this new girlfriend about, because that's the same thing you did, girl. How you calling her out for getting her body done when you got your body done? You looking manufactured out here as well, dear. So you cannot be talking crazy about him. Now, my thing is, every time it's time for Love and Hip Hop to come back out, these two always start some kind of beef in the media, honey. To try to get these ratings going so that they can secure their spot on the show. That's all it is. That's all it is. So why are you guys going back and forth? Like, at this point, please just co-parent. Please just co-parent, honey. Leave this man alone. He don't see it for you. He don't want to be with you. Obviously, he has moved on and completely moved on while you were pregnant. He could not take your ish no more. With you cussing him out, using the kids against him, telling him he can't see his daughter because you mad and in your feelings. Like, that's not the move, honey. That's not the move. That's not the move. Now, we all know that Safaree, honey, is a clown out here in these streets, and he's been a clown since he was with Nicki Minaj. Yes, y'all know he used to be with Nicki Minaj, and she done had to lay pause on him because he done took one of her credit cards, honey, and started using her cards without her consent, honey, and she done put a blade to him. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Nicki Minaj, honey, the Nicki Minaj. And this is not allegedly, because he put it out there that she put a blade to him because he used one of her credit cards, honey, for a substantial amount and said nothing to her. When she found out, honey, she put a blade to him, and they had to call 911, honey, and get the police and ambulance there to take him up out of there on a stretcher. And he lied, according to him, to police because he did not want Nicki Minaj to be arrested. This was at the height of her career. This was at the height of her career. Yes, honey. Yes, yes, and yes. I said, OMG, baby. and she dropped his ass. Okay, yes, the two of them broke up. Him and Nikki broke up in 2014. All right, that situation ended allegedly in some type of abuse. All right, yes, yes, yes. He lied. Safaree lied, guys, after he said that Nikki allegedly cut him, sliced him after that situation of him using her card. He lied and told police that he tried to kill himself to avoid having her arrested, because y'all know Nikki was holding the bag. All right, he was pretty much on her coattails trying to earn a coin. Okay, yes, 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 trying to earn a coin off Nicki Minaj. Now, he was said to have wrote some songs for her, which is how he came up when he was dating Nicki. He helped write some songs on her album Roman's Revenge. All right, and the other one Did It On Him. Y'all know those two that she did. So he actually helped co-write some songs on those albums, at which he started receiving royalty checks from. And of course, you know, Nicki was shelling him some money. I probably had him on a little allowance since he, you know, he won nothing else. And at the end of the day, that relationship also ended toxic. Okay. So the both of them are toxic. Two toxic people do not need to be together. Period. And like I said, if you guys have watched Love and Hip Hop, the two of them on there, they were toxic prior to getting married. And they wanted this huge elaborate wedding on Love and Hip Hop, honey, so that they can secure their spot. And I was just like, child, she was a beautiful bride, but it was the worst idea ever. Like, worst idea. Safaree is a whole clown out here. A whole clown. And the word on the street was, honey, she started listening to everybody talking about who's ever dealt with him, that he got this long schlong. That's probably what she got all wrapped up in, because they say he packing down there, honey. They say Safaree is indeed packing, honey, like he's a horse down there. And she wanted parts of that. And now you done got with this fool, and you got two babies by him, and he done walked off and left you with two kids. With two kids, and you out here arguing back and forth with the females that he deal with now. Y'all divorced. Let him go on with his life, and you move on with yours to the next toxic relationship, because that's all that you get into. Okay? Yes, that's all you get into. Now you fighting with this new girl. And y'all reading each other back and forth, putting all your business on Instagram for everybody to see. And for what? You got kids, honey. That's where your focus needs to be, not on Safaree. He ain't thinking about you. He ain't thinking about you. He moved on, dear. Moved on to somebody else, and you still trying to fight with him. Y'all know about this big old huge house here in Atlanta, and you stand in this big old huge house with those two kids. He done moved out. Done moved all his shit up out of there, because he's sick and tired of arguing back and forth with you, because you're so immature. Over the smallest thing, want to fight and argue. And he's the same way. I'm not just putting it on her. She is the same way. Don't nobody want to be in a relationship where they got to always fight and argue, y'all. At some point, it just gets to the point where somebody just needs to move the hell on and just leave each other alone, co-parent amicably, allow this man to come and pick his kids up and see them and bond with them, and don't be all up in your feelings because he's seeing somebody else and you ain't got nobody. That's what it boils down to. You mad because you missing that penis, and you know that girl's getting that good penis that you used to get. You mad at him, but you low-key still want it, and he ain't giving it to you no more. And you mad about it. Why are you so pressed like a panini out here? Because this girl is done moved on with your man. Granted, she shouldn't have been messing with him while you were married to him. That was wrong. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that, honey. She was out here thotting and bopping with Safaree while y'all were married. But granted, you already knew the type of person he was prior. You already knew. You already knew. Safaree was a whole before you got with him. And you allegedly were too, Erica Mena. So why are you mad at him for being what you were? Both of y'all was known hoes out here, child, in the industry. Child. Yes. Yes. Yes and yes. Erica done been linked to so many people in the industry, honey. She almost married Bow Wow with his little self, child. Like, what was you doing Bow Wow with his little self? Out here, riding around in the baby car seat with his little short self. He was a clown too. Clown too. And it was said that she had a miscarriage with him. So you out here running around with him. What you doing with him? Because he had a little coin. He immature as well. It seems like you keep being linked to immature, toxic men. That's all we've known you to be with, Erica Mena. That's all we've known her to be with. Her baby daddy, her son's dad was the same way. She dated him for 2 years. Okay? She dated him for some years. And that situation ended abusive. It ended abusive. She dated another guy, Cliff Dixon, who she was in a relationship with. And he wound up losing his life in 2019. Somebody wound up murdering him. Okay. But they said that relationship was also explosive and abusive while she was with him as well. So it's like a pattern with you, girl. Everybody you get with. Everybody you get with. She dated Sin Santana from Love and Hip Hop, the girl from there who was with Joe Budden. She almost married him. They have a son together. She dated Sin Santana, a girl. Okay. They had a very toxic relationship, and Sin Santana wound up breaking up with her because she cheated on Sin with Bow Wow, among other people. And their relationship was toxic as well. She was all in her face, yelling at her, threatening to put paws on her. It was toxic. Erica is toxic. Toxic. It was toxic when she was with Bow Wow as well. I kind of dug up my homework on them too, and I was just like, Lord have mercy. Like, when does it end, guys? When does it end? At some point, you need to grow the hell up, be parents. Let Safaree go his way, honey. He's down in Miami living his best life with his new girl, honey, who you says has this Walmart botched up body. Apparently, that's what he likes. Because your ass been looking kind of lopsided on a few episodes too of Love and Hip Hop, honey. One ass cheek up and one ass cheek down. Whoever your doctor is, baby, he might want to go back and look at his certification because, baby, you be out here looking all kind of crazy with your ass all lumped up and looking crazy. Who has a ass cheek up, left ass cheek up, and right ass cheek down? You looking crazy. And your hips is looking very fake out here. And then you got the nerve to call somebody else's body out? Girl, cut it. You need to cut it, honey. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. This back and forth mess on Instagram, y'all need to let it go. Let this man go, honey. He is for the streets. You already knew. She is for the streets and he is for the streets. Two people for the streets do not need to be together, honey. It's just like two crackheads. No, ma'am. No. Somebody got to be the voice of reason in this situation. And apparently it ain't her, because she is going to fight you, honey, to the end. She is in her feelings. And of course, she's going to keep the kids from him because she mad. And that's wrong. Let this man be a father. Because he don't want to be with you does not mean he's not a good father. He is a clown out here. But as they show him on the show, it looks like he really loves his kids and he want to be there. But she won't let him because she's mad that he's with somebody else. And there's a lot of females out there to be that way. And that shit is wrong. The kids don't have nothing to do with this. They love their daddy because he's a hoe out here in these streets, honey. He might be a great dad to them. So allow him to be that. Put your pride aside and your feelings for him aside and allow him to be a father to those children that you guys brought into this world when your asses never should have been together from the start. Okay? Count that as a blessing that this girl done took this man off your hands. Because Safaree, honey, is for the streets. He's very extra. He wants to be seen. Always out here in 90-degree weather in a damn fur thrown over his shoulders. Because he's a clown out here. He's a clown. Who wears a fur in the summertime? Who? Child. Let him go, Erica. Let him go, honey. I'm sorry that y'all marriage didn't work out. And then again, I'm not, because y'all asses shouldn't have been together from the start. You shouldn't have been together. You should not have been together. You should not have brought two kids into the world to be in a toxic situation with the two of you. Because all y'all do is fight. Them kids have seen y'all yelling back and forth and going back and forth. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy. Leave this man alone for you wind up locked up in a domestic violence situation. And your kids be taken from you all over being in your feelings, honey. You do not want DSS pulling up with the police and coming to get your kids because you done lost control over a man, honey. That's done left you and just trying to be a father to his children because you want to be out here in your feelings. You better listen. There's plenty of people sitting in jail right now because they're trying to be in control of a situation when all they got to do is leave well enough alone. Let this man be a father, see his kids, and keep moving. Find you somebody else, honey, to be toxic with because that's what you are. That is what he is as well, as we do know. All right. And if Nikki done had to put paws on him and slap his ass up, and I don't agree, like I said, with any type of domestic violence situation, because he done went out here and grabbed her credit card and spent up her money, thinking he about to spend her money. Okay. That's what he is. He's a whole clown. Let him go, girl. Let him go. Y'all get on the show and y'all make another coin and go your way and let him go his. He probably gonna bring the new girl on the new season of Love and Hip Hop. So you gonna be on there fighting her because you mad that she with him? You gonna be on there fighting her because you can't stand to see him with somebody else? Girl. Go on be back with Rich Dollars, honey. The other clown you was with. And don't wasted your time on. That is a known hoe out here in these streets, honey. Go on be back with him. He seemed to still want to be with you. Who knows? What y'all think about this story? I'm sick of them. I'm about to get off them, child, because they're getting on my nerves just talking about them. They clowns out here. Both of them clowns. Toxic clowns. Okay? Clowns with a big ass red nose, honey. Clowns. Yes. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm about to get off this subject because, honey, I'm about to get a headache just talking about it. Thank y'all for joining me. Please go ahead and hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. And please hit that notification bell, guys, so that you can be notified when we do new videos, which is all the time. I love my Caramel Real fans, guys. Enjoy your day. Goodbye.